Okay, Assalamualaikum and a very good afternoon, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests and esteemed colleagues, it is with great pleasure that I welcome you to today's session on commercialization talk. We are privileged to have a remarkable speaker who will enlighten us on a topic on the support from Mranti for innovation improvement and commercialization. So allow me to introduce you to our esteemed speaker, Madam Binti Ibrahim, a leading figure in the field of innovation and commercialization. She is a prominent member of a prestigious Malaysian Research Accelerator for Technology and Innovation, Mranti, renowned for its unwavering commitment to fostering innovation and driving the successful commercialization of groundbreaking ideas. Madam Mazwan brings with her wealth of knowledge and expertise acquired through years of experience and dedicated work in the field. As a seasoned professional, she has played a pivotal role in assisting aspiring entrepreneurs, researchers, and innovators in realizing their dreams and transforming their ideas into commercially viable products and services. With Mranti's steadfast support, they have helped numerous individuals and organizations navigate the intricate landscape of innovation improvement and commercialization. Her insights into the available resources, funding opportunities, and strategies for leveraging Mranti supports are invaluable for anyone seeking to bring their innovative ideas to the market. So as we gathered here today, we are fortunate to have Madam Mazwan to share her knowledge and experience on the immense supports that Mranti provides for innovation improvement and commercialization, and how aspiring innovators and entrepreneurs can leverage these resources to achieve their goals. So please join me in extending a warm welcome to Madam Mazwan. Please welcome. Assalamualaikum, Madam Carol.
Ya, bercakap.
Okay.
Yes, let's do this.
Okay, so you may start
Yeah.
presenting. Yeah, Madam Carol.
Yes, we can.
Yeah,
So I just go straight into the presentation slide, yeah?
presentation. Yes.
Okay, so the introduction is done already. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you so much to Cik Liana and all the UMK Secretariat for inviting me. I understand that there are researchers, postgraduate students, as well as some of the lecturers who are here with us online and who wish to know how can Mranti support your commercialization journey. Apakah yang Mranti boleh bantu anda? And in these 30 minutes, I'll try and share very quickly what we have, what we do. And I think we have 5 to 10 minutes for Q&A. So do take the opportunity to ask if you have something that is not covered in the presentation. Okay. So first thing first, let me just play a quick video. Let me just try and see, just to warm up into the Mranti, what we do. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I think what I'll do is let me skip the video and come back to it at the end of the presentation. Okay, since it's loading,
Okay.
it's taking a bit of time. So let's just move on, yeah, without wasting
Okay.
time. And okay, all right. So to those of you out there, how many of you have heard of Mranti before? Okay, perhaps some of you have come across Mranti, but maybe you have not, right? So, to those of you who have not heard about Mranti, we are a government agency under the Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation, MOSTI, and Mranti. What does it stand for? Okay, Mranti. It stands for Malaysian Research Accelerator for Technology and Innovation. Yeah, Mranti in short. And the keyword here is RA, Research Accelerator, and TI, which is Technology and Innovation. Uh, a simple analogy. We have a mother and a father because we are an agency, right, under the government. Our mother is Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation, and our father is Ministry of Finance. So technically, we report to these two ministries, right? And what is our role in the ecosystem? Being new, we are 1.5 years old. We are formed to actually assist the government in terms of accelerating the commercialization of technology innovation, especially from the universities, from the research institution, from the private sector, and from the startups, so that innovation can be commercialized faster and more efficiently. Okay, and how do we do this? I'll cover in my coming slides. Okay, how many of you know what Mranti is? What is the component of Mranti? Okay, what do I mean by component of Mranti? Mranti is actually formed by the merger of two government agencies. One is Technology Park Malaysia (TPM) in Bukit Jalil, and the other one is MAGIC, Malaysian Global Innovation and Creativity Centre. So, if I may say, Mranti is born mature lah, yeah. Although it is 1.5 years old, but it is not organic. Yeah, it's a formation of two government agencies merging. Yeah, and what where are we located right now? We are in Bukit Jalil, yeah, where Technology Park Malaysia used to be. All of us, 300 staff, plus or minus, are located there. And basically, what kind of technology do we look into, right? When we want to accelerate the commercialization, assist innovators and inventors to commercialize their products and solution, we look at 6 technology areas. Okay, if you see on the right side of the screen, the bubbles there, that's green tech, agri tech, and biotech, right? So this is the key areas that we look into, right? When we assist in terms of commercialization and apa tu market access and so on, yeah. And then the lower bubble is also very important to us. It is enabling technologies, smart manufacturing, as well as smart city solutions, right? And how do we do this? We support the innovators, inventors, the product, the solutions from an early stage, usually after prototype is ready, right? So whenever inventors, innovators, researchers, professors have proven that their invention works in the lab, they have a prototype, they can demonstrate to Mranti, and then we look into the potential or market opportunity for those invention, and we help to move them to the next level of commercialization. For your information, commercialization is a journey, but it's not an easy journey, right? There's a lot of processes or steps that you have to go into. And if you want to know more about this, we can do another, webinar or sharing session on, the commercialization or tech commercialization process, right? But for now, I'm just going to skip into the next slide and share with you what how do we assist inventors and innovators, yeah, to commercialize more efficiently, right? What we do at Meranti is we work closely with the ecosystem, right? The commercialization ecosystem in Malaysia exists, but we have to work better together. We have to be on the same page. And who are these ecosystem players? They are formed from the government agencies, which is the pink circle, or maybe you can say purple circle. They're the government agencies. There is a lot of funding opportunity, grants, and support, even regulatory interventions. Policies are being held at the government side, right? So this is a very important part of the ecosystem for commercialization. And then number two is the corporate sector. Corporate sector is very important because they are the demand, yeah. They require, they consume, they're able to pay, they can afford to take on the innovation and inventions that is coming out from our inventors, be it from universities ke, from research institutions or private sector. So these corporates, SME, they are the demand, yeah, they drive the demand. And then when you talk about academia, this is the supply side, right? The researchers, the professors, the postgrad students, and all inventors become the supplier of innovation and technology solution. This is part of the commercialization ecosystem as well. And Meranti works closely with the local universities in Malaysia and some of the foreign universities as well. Okay, and then we look at society as well. Okay, what do you mean by society? I'm sure you'll be asking that. Society here stands for foundation, association, clubs, such as Persatuan, Orang Buta ke, Institution of Engineers Malaysia, Yayasan Cancer, negara, because they are the end user, they are the beneficiary of the innovation and solution, yeah, that we are providing, right? So in terms of how Meranti works closely with these four components of the commercialization ecosystem is to actually offer to inventors the value, which is the outer ring, ya, the five values yang kita provide. Satu ialah market opportunity ataupun market access ataupun market advisory. Because when invention or inventors create solution, right, it must flow to the market. It must flow to the end user. It can be orang kata pay per use ataupun it can be one of those complimentary, ya, kita bagi percuma untuk kebaikan rakyat contohnya kan, but it's needs to move towards the end user. Okay, and in terms of the second value yang kita provide ialah policies and regulatory advice. Some of the invention and innovation will be tied to policies, regulation, macam drone technology, for example, health or medical technology, you will need to know the kind of regulation that you need to follow. Macam herbaceutical, halal, HACCP and all that, right? So Meranti works with the ecosystem to provide advice for policies and regulation that you need to follow. And number three, in terms of the direction of innovation that you need to take. Okay, uh, we 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 wish to be able to shine a torchlight to say that here's where inventors or innovators are required to create solution. Okay, contohnya, how do we harvest uh, buah kelapa sawit yang besar, berat, dengan cara yang modern, yang kurang tenaga, yang appealing to the young people, right? So these are the kind of innovation yang diperlukan, contohnya, and it's real because it's required by the private sector. Okay, another area, contohnya, let's say drone technology. Yeah, there's so many drone applications. So what are the things that we are not yet doing with drone? Mungkin researchers or inventors want to look into that direction. Okay, so that is guiding the innovation direction. How? Because we are actually looking at the private sector and asking them, what is your pain point? Where do you want solutions to be in? What are you looking for? Yeah? And in terms of number four, talent, the skilling program, upskill, capacity development, because we realize that inventors and innovators need new type of skill. Researchers need to pitch, inventors need to pitch, and pitching 3 minutes. Okay, what do you say? What is important enough to put in that 3 minutes? Itu pun kena dibina. That's capacity development, pitching. How do you do? Let's say, how do you fit a business model to the invention that you are working on? Because it needs to have a business model. Otherwise, dia akan jadi CSR lah, kan? So these are the kind of training. Kita ada boot camp, workshop, kita ada accelerator program, and many more. Yeah. And then in terms of funding, although Meranti itself does not have organic funding internally to give out to you all, but we work closely with the quadruple helix, the quadrant yang saya mention tadi tu, government, corporate, and private sector lain, to provide funding that is useful for the inventors and the researchers to commercialize. Okay, so moving on, I'm just going to go very quickly. And then there are challenges that uh, that we see in the R&D and CNI value chain. Because if there are no challenges, then it would have been easy and commercialization would have been a breeze. Kan, betul tak? So maknanya when we see there is a challenge in the commercialization, the percentage of commercialization is not going as high as what we see in China or Korea or America and Europe, yeah, or Japan. There are challenges that we face internally or locally, right? And these challenges take many forms, yeah. And one example that I can mention here is probably funding, funding for commercialization, right? Experimental funding, apa nama orang kata, applied research, or co-development with the industry, where the industry is funding some of the work that is done for the research, right? So funding, I think, is one of the common challenge that I hear a lot. I think Meranti team hears a lot lah, from the researchers, especially from university. And there are other challenges as well. For example, this value of death. Let's say once a research has received R&D grant, completes the research, and then publish paper and conference. After that, what, right? Because R&D funding can only go up to that level. Then another type of funding, commercialization ke prototyping fund, has to come in, right? So that shift gear, yeah, the gearing between one fund to another, research fund to commercialization fund. So kita nampak ada some efficiency or intervention required. And of course, kita juga understand that there may be need to have scouts, where we call it the researchers, or we call it the invention punya scout, over at our partner university ataupun research institution, because they are able to identify projects that have commercial value, and we work closely with the technology transfer officers, and sometimes apa tu we work together lah, ya, so that projects can be scouted more effectively, faster, yeah. So I mean, there are challenges that we are looking into, and we're working on the solution together. But having said that, I just want to explain here that commercialization is a journey. It is not an easy journey. Yeah, it is orang kata a lot of phases. For example, early stage, ideation and applied research. If you see on the screen, yeah, you work on an idea, you pick a technology that can solve the problem, and then you come up with some basic prototype to prove that this technology can solve that particular problem, and it works in the lab. And then you look into some basic protection, right? So yang tu early stage. So after that, right, you look into the mid stage, which is prototyping and viability testing. This is a simplified model lah, ya, three phase ni. Tapi kalau if you want to look into the detailed model, ada banyak lagi phase, ya. Tapi yang tu it will take too long, so I'm just going to simplify. So the mid stage, you look into the commercialization approach. Are you looking for technology licensing? Yeah, commonly kat university we see technology licensing being preferred, where the researchers, inventor, professors tak perlu create a spin-off company or a startup company, right? This is preferred. The second pathway yang I think we hear a lot is co-development, where researchers, inventors work with another entity. It can be a private company, private sector, who have advantage. For example, they have expertise, or they have facility or labs, they have funding, or they have market access. So it's co-developed together, so that the researchers don't have to do everything themselves, right? And the other commercialization approach is, of course, creating your spin-off company lah, which I see happen also. It's very interesting journey, but again, it's not a very easy journey as well. Yeah, but we see this as commercialization approach. So which approach is suitable for which project or for which inventor, right? So this is the second phase that you need to address, you need to understand, and then there's a lot of collaboration going on. I think, if I may summarize, if I may simplify, this commercialization journey ni is how well can you collaborate and how well can you work with others. Sebab it's a orang kata apa, it's a team sport lah, yeah. It's not a individual kind of approach, yeah. And then you look into industry prototype, you look into a prototype that has appeal, yeah, to the users rather than the lab version. The lab version is very rough and cost low cost, yeah, but industry prototype is a bit more better. It has ciri-ciri ataupun orang kata something that the market want to see, yeah, industry prototype, and then you test and make sure that it works. And then the late stage is more towards expanding the market, producing more of that kind of invention or solution or product, and then perhaps regulatory intervention if you want to ship it overseas or sell overseas, what kind of certificates that you need to have. So those are the kind of steps that activity lah, if I may use the word activity, that is involved in the commercialization journey. But there are challenges at every stage lah, yeah. Okay, moving on. Mranti, okay, when it comes to us, we work with many universities. The list that we see here is just an example. We work with UMK as well, yeah, on many occasions. We've spoken to UMK and with other universities as well, because we understand that universities have a lot of very good inventions and innovations in technology domain, right? So for Mranti, this is our interest area, and we work with universities, especially the Technology Transfer Office. So if the Technology Transfer Office, you are listening to this session, if you haven't reached out to Mranti, please give me a call, today, or talk to my team at Mranti. We want to hear from you. Okay. And then in terms of how we support inventors, Mranti Park at the moment is upgrading its facility, right? We wish to make Mranti, or we aspire to make Mranti a space, a place that can test your inventions or innovation. We call it the living lab. Okay, what you have in the university is university lab, university laboratory. Okay, tapi at one stage in time, the product or invention need to come out of the university lab, and it needs to go into the real life. But before it goes into the real life with users, it needs to go into what we call a living lab environment. Is real, tapi it's controlled and it's safe, right? So we call it living lab, and Mranti provides those kind of intervention, living lab, in several areas, right? Several types of verticals. One of it is drone tech. So if any researchers are working on drone tech, drone related solutions or innovation, you can talk to Mranti. We have Area 57 under Cik Wan Farhan. So he can help to connect you to the drone players, drone companies, drone researchers, drone regulators, and drone partners, for example, if you're looking for partners for your project, right? So that's Area 57. Okay, the other interesting area, living lab, that we have is 5G. So if you're working on anything related to 5G, and you need support, you need expertise, you need advice, you need equipment, you can reach out to Encik Najib, yeah, or Mr. Muhu, who's leading the 5G Living Lab project. We will be launching our 5G showcase sometime, I think, next month. So we are very excited to work with the researchers lah in the 5G punya space. Okay, what else? We are also looking into autonomous vehicle solution. So if you are working on autonomous vehicle, be it car, or bus ke apa kan, anything of that moves on its own, we actually provide a testing space at Meranti Park, about 13 kilometers of road space, that you can use to test your autonomous vehicle or electronic vehicle, be it simulation ke, be it hardware, or be it vehicle itself, right? So you can reach out to Peter, who's heading the autonomous vehicle living lab, and we can actually connect you with some of the private sector punya players, some of the regulators, and give you some advice on how you can go to the next level, right? There are other labs here. Let me just touch briefly on health tech, yeah, bioscience tech living lab under health tech. This will take a bit of time for us to actually build the infrastructure or the building, because we aim to build a health facility, yeah, integrated health facility at Meranti Park, but it will take time, yeah, maybe about 2 to 3 years. But right now, what we offer you, if you are working in the health tech or medical technology, is a platform that you can connect with one private sector providers, yeah, private sector players, such as Famaniaga and so on. And then we also have connection with private hospitals, government hospitals, as well as teaching hospitals who are part of the health tech punya platform. Yeah, we call it health tech hub, and we also work with the regulators at Ministry of Health, and some of the grant providers at Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation. Right, so this is a support that we already have working, right? So you can come to us, you can get connected, and you can get some knowledge, expertise, and be part of our program in health tech, right? And the other one that we are catching up on is biotech living lab, yeah, bioindustry. This is also one of the living labs that we have in mind. But right now, we have Meranti Nexus that can provide you advice in terms of, if you're working on herbaceuticals, you are working with plant extract, fruit extract, and you want to make it into a product, gel, lotion, gummy, chewable, peel, dried leaves and whatnot, you can come out come up to us and get connected to Mranti Nexus, because they can give you the advice on the kind of formulation. Uh, if you want to do a testing sample batch, we can guide you, and halal certification, and so on and so forth, right? And of course, there's last but not least is fourth IR Flexible Manufacturing Systems Living Lab. This one is still in the pipeline. We are working on it, and we'll be able to share more info once the blueprint is ready, right? So that is in the pipeline. Okay, and then moving on. Um, we also have a unique advantage over at Meranti Park, uh, because Meranti Park houses tech companies, yeah, on the campus, yeah, on the park itself. We have over 150 tenants who rent our office space, and some of them even built their office building on Meranti Park land, right? One example is like Standard Chartered. Right, we have Standard Chartered at Meranti Park. One whole building. We have Astro, we have apa nama Mimos, we have apa nama ni APU, Asia Pacific University, also at Meranti Park, yeah. And there are smaller players or smaller tenants such as Tata Consultancy Services, who specializes on innovation, and I think they look into social innovation. And we also have Terra Drone, which specializes in drone technology. We have Novozymes, who specialize in enzymes innovation and technology. We have Iris, who specialize in smart card related technology, and many more. Yeah. So if you want to get connected to some of these private sector players who happen to be a Meranti Park tenant, then you can reach out to Meranti. Right, we'll be more than happy to introduce you over to them. Okay, and then what else, right? What are the facilities that we have? Meranti also have a facility over in Raub, Pahang, and we also have facility in Perlis. Okay, the facility over in Raub Pahang is more towards precision farming. Right, so if you're working on new farming technology, new planting technology, anything related to this, agri-tech, then that can be done together with our Pahang punya office, yeah, Pahang punya site, because we have a couple of acres of land over in Pahang. And in Perlis, we also have a similar facility, and some of it will include macam high precision engineering, high precision fabrication, even military grade. Yeah, that we can help you to produce. Example is that, let's say if you're producing a screw for surgery, for example, and you need it to be prototyped using high quality fabrication machine, then you can come and talk to us. Let's say if you need to just do one or two pieces of that prototype, yeah. So these are some of the facilities that we have at Meranti Park to help you. Okay, and then in terms of capacity development program, this is the training program. We have on offer right now our boot camp. Yeah, we call it the Technology and Innovation Boot Camp that we will be announcing soon. Yeah, so wait for it. I'm going to go into some of the program description in my coming slide, but I just want to highlight here that we are doing many types of program, yeah, training, yeah, be it for early stage innovators, inventors, or researchers, and lecturers, and mid stage yang prototyping and viability testing pun ada some of the training, and late stage pun ada, ya, macam accelerator dan sebagainya. Okay. Let's just go into some of these example. Yeah, we have online courses for some of the inventors and researchers who wish to connect their invention to a particular business model, understand what is the market for your invention or innovation. Then you can check out some of our online courses and learn on your own. Yeah, it is complimentary at the moment. Yeah, we are not charging. And we also have workshops such as technology innovation essentials, which we'll be conducting in Pahang, sorry, we'll be conducting in Johor. Minta maaf. Johor first and then Pahang, right? And coming soon there'll be many more, but you need to follow us on our social media, right? Either sign up for our newsletter or check out our Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, so that you don't miss out on all this, training that we are running, right? Technology innovation boot camps will be announced soon, I think next month. We are working on one of the boot camp right now, and we provide mentoring post bootcamp. And who can join? If you are an inventor or a researcher, you have a solution, an invention that you have prototype, but you haven't created a company and you're not quite sure what to do with it, right? So you can apply to our technology and innovation bootcamp, consult your technology transfer officer, and see whether they can guide you and apply into the bootcamp, Mranti bootcamp. Yeah, because we provide the next step or the next level of intervention for you. We will select the best and groom in the bootcamp, right? And those who are highly commercializable, we may even sponsor the company incorporation for 1 year, yeah, up to 12 months, right? So that's the boot camp. And okay, there's a few more. We also provide value added IP services. IP here means intellectual property, such as, copyright, trademark, patenting, industrial design. We don't apply the patent for you, but we could look into the commercial potential and how you could go about protecting your innovation or invention. But all that we ask from you is that you can consult your tech transfer office, because your tech transfer office is already in conversation updating Meranti regularly, so they can also help to book an appointment so that you can pitch to Meranti team, and we can give you guidance on IP, and how you go about protecting your project or invention or innovation. Other than that, there are a few more programs such as industry-based accelerator, where we actually provide hybrid acceleration program for university spin-off, especially or startups that wish to expand into a regional market, right? And if you want to expand into a regional market, you need to prepare for it. You need to understand what to do. You need to prepare your team, right? So the training will be done in the acceleration program, and in addition to that, you will be groomed on how to attract investors or investment, how do you pitch properly, and we look at your business model, see whether the business model needs tweaking. Are you looking at the right target segment? So that is being tackled at the accelerator program. And do you have to pay? No, it is free, but you have to apply, and we will shortlist the high performing university spin-off or startups, right? And of course, there are other things like Apex Incubator, where you can actually talk to some of our team members for advice. Let's say if you have a project that would, that you need to be connected to some of the industry partners, you would like to have some consultation, then you can reach out to us as well, right? But this is mainly for incorporated companies lah, yeah. Dah ada startup company. Okay. Okay, I think the timing is a bit short. Okay, so I'm just going to accelerate very fast. We also have programs such as Global Market Fit. Global Market Fit is if university spin-off or startups would like to go into the overseas or foreign market, right? We have a program that brings you step by step. For example, to Japan, over to Germany, target country that Meranti has decided on, right? So that is called GMP. And then we also have My Startup Hub. If you know of foreign startup companies who would like to be based in Malaysia and work with you, then they can apply My Startup Hub program, MSH. And National Technology Innovation Sandbox is my coming slide, so I'm just going to go straight to that. But before that, we also would like to share with you that Beranti does a program or a platform called Supercharger, where we bring innovators closer to the industry, help you to actually understand more about what industry want, yeah, from your inventions or innovation. There'll be power sharing session, there'll be design jam or some activities with the tech transfer office and with university spin-off companies. There'll be pitching session for university spin-off companies. There'll be advisory sessions on intellectual property, tech commercialization. There will be corporate showcase, university spin-off showcase, and speed dating with corporates and so on. So last year we did it in August, but this year we are offering supercharger in October. Yeah, inshallah October this year at Mranti Park. Okay, and then what is National Technology Innovation Sandbox? I'm just going to zoom in very fast. Technology commercialization requires testing, and sometimes the testing is having regulatory blockage, yeah, regulation kekangan lah, yeah, that you need to follow, or something that is blocking, right? So what we do at Mranti is we have the National Technology Innovation Sandbox for those at Technology Readiness Level 6, yeah, TRL 6. Technology Readiness Level 6, you are at alpha testing, you have a prototype that you can demonstrate to work in an operational environment, right? Then you can come in to us because we have a set of or a series of sandboxes where we work with the regulators. There will be some funding opportunity. If you require funding, you can apply, right, through our partner, which is MTDC, Malaysia Technology Development Corporation, in, for example, agri-tech, yeah, robotic and automation, logistics, drone, high tech education, sports tech, smart highway, digital IoT, construction sandbox. So there are many sandboxes already created for inventors to actually use or be part of. But you need to be at technology readiness level 6, yeah, TRL 6. If you're not sure what it is, you can talk to the TTO, Tech Transfer Office, or you can reach out to Mranti, where the Mranti team will be able to guide you and listen and advise, upon hearing your project, what level of TRL it is. Yeah, we can also guide you there. Okay, so I'm just gonna skip to say that there are many applicants who come in, but we have to be very careful. We screen the projects, yeah, and those projects who made it through are mainly in the medical and healthcare solution, right? A lot of medical healthcare, agriculture kind of solutions, and smart system punya solution. Okay. All right, this is the funding opportunity that is available for researchers. Okay, I think I've got the signal for timeout. Okay, I'll try to wrap this up in 5 minutes. Okay, organizer boleh ke? Okay, I'm just going to speed through. Okay, in terms of the sandbox funding, is offered through our partner Malaysia Technology Digital Corporation (MTDC), and what we offer here: single site testing, 250,000 ringgit is a grant, but you have milestone, yeah, and you have to follow certain requirements. Multiple site testing, it is up to 500,000 ringgit. It is still a grant, but we only provide 70% of the grant. You have to source for 30% either from a private partner or another funding provider. Yeah, and then we have commercialization fund up to 4 million, but again it is hybrid. Yeah, it is matching fund where we only give up to about 70% of the grant, and there are various administrative paperwork lah that we will work with you for level 3, yeah, and level 4 matching fund is for commercialization, and it is one to one matching, yeah. So it's one portion government, the other portion is private sector driven funding. Okay. And these are some of the partners who are already working with Mranti, various private sector. You can recognize some of the logos and the brands, and they help Mranti provide value to you as an inventor or researcher in various sector lah. Yeah, technology partner, facility partner, subject matter expertise, sandbox partner, regulatory advice partner, funding partner, market access, and so on so forth. So I think that is the value that Mranti can provide to you. consultation and connection that you may need, yeah, to move your project or invention to the next level. And finishing off, I think this is last few slides on agri-tech. Call out to those of you who are working in agri-tech in space. We will be opening up an agri-tech co-working lab. Yeah, we call it the incubation garage. If you need space to set up, your vertical farm or some new technology of farming that you have in mind, please reach out to Mranti. Right, we will connect you to our agri-tech lab team to assist you further. Okay, and then other than that, we also provide advisory on funding, regulatory advice, as well as expertise if you need connection, yeah, to experts from the private sector. Okay, and then last but not least is the pharmaceuticals, herbaceuticals, okay, researchers who are in this space can actually connect to our Meranti Nexus. There are all these laboratories, yeah, herbal product CMO, lab, product development and formulation, analytical biochemistry, molecular biology, agrobio, labs, yeah, whether it's within Meranti or our outsourced partner or our JV partner. That is what Meranti is working on, so that we have a lot of partners that can provide you the kind of expertise and support development that you need, yeah, at your research at this point. Okay, and some of it includes regulatory product registration services, halal, packaging, design, printing, and FMB, yeah, let's say manufacturing of liquid, yeah, products. We can advise you, yeah, we can guide you. Some of our partners, JV partners, is already available, yeah, within the Meranti punya offering. Okay, so I think that's it. I'm so sorry to the secretariat. I overrun on the time, but I hope that this sharing has given you some ideas on how you can work with Meranti, or areas that Meranti can help you in your journey of commercialization. So thank you so much, and I pass the session back to the MC. Yeah, thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much, Madam Carol, for your wonderful sharing. So I believe that we have like short period of time with lot of things covered, right? But I hope that all of you can get like some takeaways from her presentation, especially when she mentioned about Meranti Park, which somehow will help us to know more about it, and also the bootcamp programs. All right. So we are going to open up a Q&A session. So if you have any question, just you can type in the chat box. Okay. So the first question here, what types of training or capacity building program does Meranti offer to help entrepreneurs to improve their innovation and commercialization skills?
Okay,
The
thank you
first
for the
question.
question. Okay, thank you. Let me just answer that very quickly and short. Yeah, for Meranti, we have what we call a structured a training program. Right, there is workshop. It can be 1 or 2 days. Some are chargeable, some are free. Right, and it is in various topics. Yeah, you can learn about business model canvas. You can learn about pitching. Sometimes you can learn about commercialization techniques, and we also have what is called a boot camp. Boot camp is slightly longer. So if you see the word boot camp, it can be about 5 days, maybe up to even 10 days, with some post boot camp support such as mentoring. Yeah, so yang ni pun kita ada, we provide it, and you don't have to be incorporated. You can be a researcher with a product, tapi you believe in it, ada potential, you know it, you want to go to that next level. Check out bootcamp. Yeah, that's the key code word there, bootcamp. But to those of you who already have a company, then can check out our accelerator program. Sebab accelerator program ni selalunya it's for those who are incorporated, sendian berhad lah, selalunya accelerator, and we also have light touch, we call it, macam webinar, joint partner sharing session, joint partner webinar. Sometimes we work with, apa nama, academy science. Sometimes we work with Cradle. I'm so sorry. I think the line is a bit disrupted just now.
Okay, no worries, Madam Carol. Thank you very much for the answer. Okay, so I think we don't have enough time now. So on behalf of CRI 2023, we would like to say thank you for the input that you have given. All right. So I hope that for those who are watching, you can check out Mranti website, as well as you can go to their social media platform, as mentioned earlier, on their Facebook, Instagram, right? To know more about the programs and updates from Mranti. Okay. Oh yeah, thank you very much. So Madam Carol have provided her number. Okay, so I hope that it also appear on the screen. Okay, so if you have any problem or if you have any question to know more about it, so you can directly contact Madam Carol. Okay, thank you very much, Madam Carol, for your time. Okay, thank you very much and hope to see you again soon. Yeah, thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Welcome.
Okay, so okay, so we are going to proceed with the next session at 3 p.m.